Sugar little piece, wanna see some more? You wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more? Sugar little piece, wanna see some more? You wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more? See some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. So gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more? See some, see some. I never mind if people change. I wanna try and heal my pain. How do you buy what can't be sold? How can you lie to me in my face? In my face, in my face, in my face, in my face. That's how I'm still gonna keep the torch. Sugar little piece, wanna see some more?
I caught you red-handed, red lips on some that ain't mine.
It is arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Celebrating 6 decades of this great American tradition, off we go from Santa Clara. It's Super Bowl 60. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Milton now to throw on 1st and 10. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Milton to the air on 2nd down. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To the air on 3rd down is Milton. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. And he will score. Touchdown, Jets. The first touchdown of Super Bowl 60. Extra point attempt to come here. He knocks it through. And the Jets are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll look to throw. Throw, right side, taken in by Neighbors. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and good for the first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Oh, how good was that? Out of bounds, and they're going to mark it at the 2. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Hall. Hall, a first down, and more. Breece Hall. Inside the 10. And he will dive into the end zone. 94 yards. Touchdown, New York. Wow, one of those breathtaking plays, taking it the distance, going coast to coast. A long run pays off with a touchdown.
And Mike, what looks like a simple handoff, just trying to pick up some yards and get themselves out of the shadow of their own goalpost. He got through the initial wave, and he is gone. He takes it the length of the field for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start out with a run, and it's Benson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
A pickup of 12 yards, and that will be a first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So, the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And that's going to be intercepted by Tariq Woolen. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Oh! And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
And this time they are ready for him. He'll be thrown for a loss. No big gain that carry. It's second down.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike, I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun is Milton. That's to the right side. He's got Corley. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
And that one just short of the crossbar. Couldn't quite get there. It's no good. And this will stay a 2-possession game. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. To the right, caught by Sanders. You try to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Linebacker certainly wasn't fooled on that play. Not only does he get there in a hurry, but he's able to secure that tackle and bring him down for a loss.
Slot man in motion right. On third down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here's Jack Fox now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hall. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. To the 45. Braylon Allen. And he is gone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Jets. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, they go with Benson. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. That's Jermaine Johnson there on the stop. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's downfield. He's got Sanders, the tight end. 2nd reception of this Super Bowl. And it's good enough for a 1st down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. They try the right side with Benson. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. His first catch of this Super Bowl. And good for the 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a...
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Huskies. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Huskies get back in it. It is 21-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, it's Hall running right. Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the play fake, it's Milton. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Off the bootleg, it's Milton. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He'll get rid of it and complete it. That one good for 26 yards.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
On 1st and 10, here's Benson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Back to throw. Oh, trying to keep the play alive, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Second and a yard. That is Musgrave, the man in motion. Another run here with Hall. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Hall. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Here's Milton. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. A give. Here's Hall. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be third down. From the gun, here's Milton. His throw left side is complete. And he's in! Touchdown, Jets. Now for the point after. His kick is good. And the Jets add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Here's a screen set up for Benson.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
He's going to look for the home run ball. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. 3rd and 6. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Oh, how about the coverage there? Met and dropped before he can get a return going. Here's Milton now on 1st and 10. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Malachi Corley. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, a throw from Milton. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
He'll air it out deep for Wilson. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by their rookie 2nd rounder.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the 2nd round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a 1st rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
And this ball's going to be incomplete. Trey Benson, the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
To the air now on 1st and 10. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
He'll look deep here for Neighbors. And the Jets are going to get it back here just past the 35.
There's really no other way to put it, Mike. This has just been a rough outing for the young rookie quarterback. And I think everyone understands going into these games, there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be learning moments that these guys are going to gain that they can only gain through experience. The problem is, it's really hard to have positive learning experiences when you throw 3 picks. He's got to see the field better. He's got to anticipate better. And ultimately, he just needs to play better for his offense to have a chance.
They'll run on 1st down, and here's Allen. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half.
Trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight.
So on 1st and 10, here's Milton. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets at.
Oh, that swung out wide and intercepted. Still going. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. We saw it earlier, the defense on the quarterback with the earlier interception. And now, Greg, not only do they pick him, they turn it into a pick 6.
And, Mike, the reality is this has just been a bad 1st half throwing the football. I mean, not only is it his 2nd interception, but this time the defense gets their hands on the ball, and they're able to take it all the way back for the pick 6.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 1st half of play.
Huskies 14.
All right, Coach, 2nd half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. 2 quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Now give up the middle, it's Benson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go again with Benson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They'll look to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. On the ground, it's Benson. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Milton. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
I've been in enough locker rooms in my day, Mike, and pretty much all of the messages are the same. We want to start the second half fast. We want to take the fight to our opponent. Well, snapping the ball inside your own 5-yard line after that sack, I promise you, was not part of the speech. And if they're not careful, they're on the verge of surrendering 2 points here.
And he gets him out of danger and then some, up past the 20-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
You have to wonder if next time does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play. It was clear before the ball was snapped this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Throwing, Milton. And that is incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. A give. Here's Benson. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go, set.
And they're going to mark them down up past the 35.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. He'll get this out wide. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw still result in a big game.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
They'll run here with Benson. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
This has been tough to watch, Mike, really for a lot of reasons. And when you talk to everybody around this building, they know the future of this organization rests on the shoulders of this young rookie quarterback. And there's going to be ups and downs. There's going to be missed throws and misreads. But 4 interceptions into today's game, you find yourself trailing here. At some point, they got to ask themselves, is this rookie giving us the best chance to win now, or are we just all in for the future?
It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Jets 1st down. Down to the final quarter in Super Bowl.
Ready, break. Go. Set, go.
Here's Hall. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
On the ground, it's Allen. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. On the give, it's Hall. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
Here's a chance to put this game away. 1st down and goal. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. They'll run. It's Hall. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. Higgins sent in motion. They run on the jet sweep. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. This defense standing up in the red zone. They stop him for no gain. And now it's 4th and goal. The Jets will send out the field goal unit. He makes up for the earlier miss. This time, the kick is good. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs. Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. That is brought in. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. For the touchdown. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Huskies are able to cut the deficit to 10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Let's go. Top low 18. Trap 60. Trap 60.
On 1st down, here's Milton. He's going to run it.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
19 tight, 19 tight. 70 ring, 70 ring. 18 run, 18 run. Check go.
Throwing is Milton. He'll air one out for Higgins. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. T. Higgins, the intended receiver on that one. 3rd down coming up. Working out of the gun is Milton. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
On the handoff, it's Hall running right. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Here we go.
Now Milton. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Try and throw with Milton. They'll try to set up the screen here with Allen. And great determination as he gets forward and picks up the first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Here we go, set.
They go back to Allen. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. To the air. It's Milton. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Two minutes remain in Super Bowl 60. We're back to write a finish to the season after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Hall. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. They'll go again with Hall. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Third down, here's Hall. A pickup of 14 on that one. And the Jets have a first down.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
Another run here with Hall. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. Second down.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Hugs on that sideline. One final kneel down, and that will put the bow on this championship season.